Alrighty everyone, welcome back. It is now July 29th of 2025, and given that the Meghan Markle situation over at Netflix is already going out of control as we speak, everything ranging from her overall friendship, quote-unquote, with CEO Ted Sarandos, as well as the drama stirring up between Ted Sarandos and Greg Peters, the two CEOs of Netflix. There's a lot of things going on over there as well. However, one thing about With Love Meghan Season 2, in the midst of reshoots, we know that reshoots have been an utter disaster for Netflix producers and executives and what they've been putting themselves through for the past three and a half weeks, give or take. We also know that Meghan Markle is only digging herself into a deeper hole by continuously getting caught in specific acts. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future updates. You can also follow me at Mike01. I thank you also very much for the great and kind support. Now, one thing about Meghan Markle is that, yes, we do know that she is really trying to make sure that Season 2 is going to be a bigger ratings success than the previous one, because the previous season, the previous part, as I like to put it, was indeed a ratings disaster for Netflix. It actually tainted the image of Netflix and how, essentially, Netflix, they were using her at the time to really just use it as a publicity stunt, to really kind of enhance their image in different parts of the world, and using somebody like Meghan Markle, but it backfired. And we already know that a lot of things connected to that all have to do with Ted Sarandos. However, this is where really a lot of things begin to pick up when it comes to Meghan Markle, and what she recently got caught doing, I think, is by far one of the worst examples out there when it comes to the reshoots of Season 2. Now, with the Meghan Markle drama going out of control over at Netflix, one major development going on now involves more to do with what Meghan Markle recently got caught doing. A crucial update to this entire situation now involves how during the reshoots for With Love Meghan Season 2, Meghan Markle was caught by Netflix executives and producers stealing specific props and wardrobe items from the filming of episodes 4, 5, and 8, and how they were stashed away in her trailer on the set. It turns out that Meghan Markle was preparing to take home specific props and wardrobe items that altogether reportedly cost Netflix, get this, a whopping $500-some thousand worth of items. When Meghan was caught in the act of attempting to bring these items back to her home from her trailer, she was also confronted by executives and producers, and to her argument is that she was the one who designed the items, such as specific clothes, ranging from dresses to shoes and other forms of clothing, even like hats, that were stashed away in a bag. To make matters even worse for Meghan Markle is that she also had props like handmade tennis rackets and even art and decor for the rented house that was used in Season 2 that she was also preparing to take home from the set as the end of reshoots loom. Now, some of these decorations were labeled as very expensive to create, not just for With Love Meghan Season 2, but also how Netflix was going to repurpose them and use them in other shows not associated with Meghan Markle. Now, to Meghan's defense, when she was caught in the act on the spot, she reportedly acted very confused, with Netflix producers actually, of course, finding out and how believed that she had a right to take these items home, since she actually designed them on paper for creators to bring them to life for Season 2 for the set. Now, producers and executives informed her that these items are to be used for other productions beyond With Love Meghan Season 2 and unrelated to her at all. Meghan reportedly got so scared on set when she was caught that producers labeled her as acting frazzled when she was confronted. Meghan's other defense is that she believed that this was all things that many actresses do, typically once their films or shows near the end of filming, by taking set items home for themselves as a trophy, so to speak. After Meghan was caught, her trailer was reportedly shut down and she lost all of her privileges for her trailer on the set for With Love Meghan Season 2. This left her very angry and furious toward not just the producers, but also towards CEO Greg Peters, who specifically demanded them and Ted Sarandos to get rid of Meghan Markle's trailer on the set anyway, since her scenes are coming close to a conclusion as reshoots are beginning to wrap in a short number of days after their short 2-day break. Now guys, before I just move on from all of that, let me just say one thing about this. This just goes to show you how Meghan Markle does not understand this industry at all. Now look, alright, she did design these items. Let's be very honest and clear about what was going on here. She did design these items, alright, all of them. Whether it was the tennis rackets, to the art and decor items, to the clothes. for With Love Meghan Season 2, she did indeed design them on paper. But when it comes down to Netflix, alright, all items are to be repurposed for other productions. For example, and I'm just being very, setting an example here, this could be used in an action movie down the road, this can be used in a thriller series down the road. It doesn't have anything to do with Meghan Markle specifically. She designed them, sure, but she did not actually create them physically with her own hands. To be very direct about that, there were a lot of designers that actually brought those items to life for multiple scenes in With Love Meghan Season 2. So I find it very weird, the fact that she actually seemingly was listening to late night shows where actresses, make some jokes here and there that they took like maybe one item or two home that they got, authorization for by the producers to take home as, an award or some kind of a trophy, quote unquote. Some actresses, yes, do that, but they don't do it unauthorized, so to speak. They don't just like steal it essentially and take it home without, informing the producers and the executives that that's what they're doing. Moving on from that, the items that Meghan attempted to essentially steal and bring home were indeed taken away and locked up in a vault in storage at one of the studio lots associated with Netflix. And so far, Meghan believes that she was mistreated since she designed those items, such as the clothes, the tennis rackets, new expensive art and decor, etc., etc. And again, it just goes to show you how Meghan Markle truly believes that she doesn't really actually deserve to be treated this way. She doesn't deserve to be treated in a way where she loses her trailer on the set. She's also very offended over that based on what Greg Peters ordered Ted Sarandos to do. Greg Peters really kind of set his mind straight and convinced Ted Sarandos to agree to that. Yeah, let's shut down her trailer now. It has to be shut down anyway because reshoots are getting close to a very end. And look, we're like maybe a week and a half away from reshoots coming to a conclusion where they're going to quickly try to re-edit the entire season before they drop this show on Netflix and just get it all done and over with. But again, like I've said before in the past, this is Meghan Markle. She's done something like this before on other sets. This is not all that shocking. And the fact that they just, let her go with a warning again, it just goes to show the incompetence over at Netflix. It just goes to show you the incompetence of people like Ted Sarandos, as an example. Now, yes, he may have turned the tide a little bit, but he's really just not 100% there where Greg Peters' mind is at, where he's, all anti-Meghan Markle. Ted Sarandos is still pro-Meghan Markle, but he's been getting fed up with some of the things that she's been doing as well. But overall, it's going to be interesting to see how much of a ratings disaster this part 2, is going to be in comparison to part 1, because we know that this is going to be an ugly mess, alright? It's all unorganized. They did a number of reshoots, re-edits, failed test screening after failed test screening. It's not looking good for them at all. They have no confidence in this thing. But overall, I would love to hear what everyone has to say about this recent drama below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys later.